Okay, wow, I look disgusting. Hey guys. Okay, so I'm aware it's been 5 months of me not doing this. It's been hectic, and I've just been not having it. I look bad. Oh my god. So obviously you've seen the title, you know what this video is about. We got a dog, another dog. We got a Chihuahua, and we don't know if he's actually a Chihuahua. So that's awkward because he looks like a Chihuahua, but is he a Chihuahua? Stop. Is he a Chihuahua? We don't know. So why am I looking like this? I don't know. Can I like do something to fix it? No, I can't. Great. So do you guys want to see what my like situation looks like? I'll show you. So this is what my situation looks like. It's literally airspun powder and my dirty mirror. That's literally what the situation looks like. And an iPhone because I'm too poor to afford a camera. So that's fun. That's called a makeshift tripod. I hate it. I'll be right back because I have to use the bathroom. So I think I'm actually going to do my makeup with the story time video just to make it a little bit more interesting instead of just me sitting down and talking to you guys. Just because I feel like me telling you a story with my little to no subscribers isn't going to get much views, even though I have a dog in the thumbnail. So enjoy, and I just hope you guys really are interested in what I'm giving you. So I'm actually going to start out with one of the newest primer I've just gotten. It's a rosewater primer and what the heck did I just say? It's a primer and setting mist, and it's from Do Me. And if you look real close, if you shake it, oh, look how pretty that is. I'm like, it's so pretty. And it's a rosewater, and what it is said to do, I actually don't know if it says. Oh well, it doesn't say on here, but it's on the box. It just helps cleanse your skin, uneven in tones and redness. And I'm just gonna spray that all over. It's a primer and setting mist. I'm gonna use that as a primer right now. And now I'm gonna get on with my story. This isn't really a tutorial, I just want to show you the new product I got. And I'm gonna go ahead and go on with it. So I want to say about 3 days ago, so Tuesday night at like 7 o'clock, I'm scrolling through my Facebook, and I'm trying to open this chapstick that I haven't opened yet. I was scrolling through my Facebook, and I came across a post about purebred Chihuahua puppies. Now, I'll insert a screenshot of what it was, and I'll blur out the name and like phone number and the name. And in general, it was just like a post of 4 male Chihuahua puppies saying like, hey, we just had these, they're about 8 weeks old, like they're good to a good home, like give me $150 and you can have them. And so I sent that to my sister, and I was like, hey, I know you've been wanting a puppy, and I know grandma's been like, hey, like I want to get you a puppy. So I decided, I was like, hey, let me send this to my sister and see what she says. And so I sent it, and she started crying. She freaked out. She's like, oh my god, I want it, I want it, I want it. And I was just like, okay, yeah, let me send it to her. I'm getting distracted. I'm really getting distracted. And anyway, my grandma was asleep at the time, so my grandma didn't know what we were doing. And my sister came into my grandma's room, showed her the picture. My grandma goes, no, absolutely not. We're not getting another dog. And my sister had a tantrum. She literally cried and cried. She didn't throw a tantrum. She just got really upset. She literally cried and cried and cried. And my sister literally went back to her room and didn't say anything to me once. And my first red flag the very first thing that I noticed was the ladies posted the post 1 minute, like literally 1 minute ago, and then 2 minutes later they had deleted it. But luckily I had screenshotted it, so I still had the number and the name of the ladies and then the like information they had posted. So I decided to text one of the ladies. They had posted like, hey, you can text my mom or you can text me at these numbers, and I just texted the first number I looked at, and it just happened to be the daughter. And I texted them and I was like, hey, I just wanted to know if you guys still have the Chihuahua puppies for sale, or if that was like a miss post, you didn't mean to post it, or what was up with that. And she goes, yeah, we still have 3 puppies for sale. So they posted it 1 minute ago or like 10 minutes ago, and they already sold 1 puppy. So that means they're not doing vet references, they're not doing house checks, they're not letting anybody see the puppies before they like sell them. They're just like, hey, give me $150, and they'll take them to them. So they're not really doing anything like a good person selling a dog or a cat or an animal to them is good. Does that make sense? So that kind of threw me off too, because she was like, oh, well, we only have 3 puppies left, even though they literally posted like 10 minutes ago like they had 4. I was like, okay, do you have any more pictures? Because she only posted 1 picture of the 4 puppies. And immediately she just sent me a cropped picture of the original post. She just sent me the original post picture, but it was cropped. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you just sent me the same picture. Do you have like any others? And she goes, yeah, but they're not, the puppies aren't with me. I go, oh, okay, then should I text the other lady and see like what they say? And she goes, actually, never mind, like, let me get you a picture. And I was like, okay, sure, like, enjoy, like, have fun with that, whatever. So at this time, my grandma got up. Long schmeal about how she doesn't want another dog, and my dogs and that puppy won't get along. It's a puppy, and the older dogs just aren't a thing. It's not good. We ended up convincing my grandma and my grandpa and my brother to give it a chance. And while me and the lady were texting back and forth, the other 2 puppies managed to sell, like, very quickly, like, within the same night. So I was like, hey, yeah, I'm interested in this puppy, like, please don't sell it. Like, I'm trying to convince my, like, family. I just have to talk to them, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to meet, like, literally tomorrow. So I knew something was up the minute that she, like, said, like, yeah, like, when do you want to meet? Just because she was in a rush. Like, she was rushing everything. No vet references, no checkups. I asked if the puppies were vaccinated. She said, no, we don't have money to do that. We don't have time to do that. I asked if the puppies would come with papers. She said, no, we don't take them to AKC or whatever to get them registered. I texted her. I was like, hey, can I see the mom and the dad? And they looked like Chihuahuas. They did look like purebred Chihuahuas. But the puppies don't look like Chihuahuas. They really don't. I could be false. I really could. It's just from my experience with my other dog. It's a situation. It's a very big situation. So I like how I said I was going to do makeup with this story time, and I haven't touched makeup besides my setting spray or my primer spray since the very beginning of this video. And now we're like 9 minutes in, and it's like, should I even do my makeup now, or should I just stop and just continue the story? Oh my god, I just had a stroke. Or should I just like continue the story? So it's a predicament, and yeah, so I think I'm just gonna continue on from where I left off. And I don't know where that was. Okay, so the next day, Wednesday, we we stayed home because we weren't feeling good, and come to find out that my grandma decided to change the meeting time to 2 o'clock or 2:30. And another thing that has come to play in my mind is the fact that on the original post they said must pick up. No, you have to meet, we can't like meet here, you can't meet there, you must pick up. But now whenever she was texting me, she said, oh, well, we can drop them off, or we can meet here or halfway. But on the original post, she was like, hey, you have to pick up. So that was another stroke. So I don't know what she was playing at or what that was. I don't know if they changed their mind, if they just wanted the money sooner, or what that was. I think my light just got dimmer for some reason, and I don't know why that was. But maybe it's covering all this, so maybe that's good. So come the next day, we're just waiting around, waiting for 2:30 to hit. She messages, oh my god, her mother, I think, messages my sister and was like, hey, we're on the way. Everything was kind of normal until they pulled into our driveway. Now, the first thing I really noticed was it was weird. Like, it wasn't like anything like it was out of the ordinary. It was just the fact that she came up to our door. I had the door open, like the front door was open. The screen door was like, hey, it was breezy. It was like a very warm day. She had the puppy in her arms, just like holding the puppy. Actually, let me demonstrate. So Max has been featured on my channel once before, and he's been in a thumbnail, but this is the first time he's actually been in a video that's longer than a minute, and he wants nothing to do with it. Anyway, she was holding the puppy like this. Not any structure to it. She was just like, yeah, here's this. She ran, I know. She ran up our porch. I'm gonna put him down. She ran literally up our porch and basically forced the puppy into my hands. I told her before I took the puppy, I was like, you guys can like go to the back of our driveway, park your car or your truck, and you can come in, meet our dogs, and know that it's like a safe environment for this puppy if like you really wanted to. And she kept on saying, no, I have something to do, Like, I understand if you had errands to run or something, and I understand that's like a thing that they may have been doing, but it's just the fact that she was very rushed. But like I said, she literally like forced the puppy into my hands. And I asked her, I was like, you can come in, like, why don't you come in? So after like 4 or 5 times of saying, hey, come inside, she came inside. She never sat down. She stood by the door. She was really tense too. She wasn't relaxed. She handed me the puppy and she was just like, she just gave not good vibes. And so we put the puppy down on the ground and he was shaking so bad. He was just shivering, and the house was warm. It was not cold. He was just scared. Like, he literally was like terrified of her. And I'm not saying she neglected him. I'm not saying she beat him or anything, but I'm saying like he was scared of like being in her arms. I don't know if it was from the car ride or if it was from being like roughhoused with the other puppies, but he was terrified. And so whenever, previously I had texted her, I was like, hey, does he come with papers or whatnot? And she never answered that on the text. But then my grandma had asked her, so she was like, so does he like have any papers or what's up with that? And she goes, no, we just don't take him to, we just don't register them with AKC or whatever. And that threw me off, because normally if you're like you want something good for your animals, you would like register them. Like with us, we just don't register them just because we don't have like any like training or anything with that, so we don't want to. And it's not like our preference, but with like breeders, you normally register your animals to get a better price. And it was just weird, because I didn't mention this. I keep on saying it's weird because it's just such a sketchy thing. Whenever I first showed my brother the pictures of the puppies, the first thing that came out of his mouth was, "Those aren't Chihuahua puppies." He said those look like they were mixed with a pit bull, or like a Chihuahua and like a bigger dog breed. And she did like conversate, is that the word? She did conversate about her other dogs, and she said she had a pit bull. She said she had I don't know what kind of pit bull it was, a blue nose or a red nose, but she said she had a male pit bull, and that he loved the Chihuahuas. Now that definitely sketched me out, because the first thing my brother said was that those puppies were probably mixed with a pit bull. And I sent the pictures of the puppies to 3 or 4 of my friends, and they're like, "Oh, those are definitely not like purebred puppies. Those are like mixed with something." And one of my friends pointed out like, "Hey, that looks like a pit bull. That's like not a Chihuahua." And I'll show you later in this video like what the puppy looks like, and you guys can see for yourself that if he looks like a Chihuahua or if he has like the structure of a pit bull, or like what you think. We're taking him to the vet in a week or so, and we're gonna see if the vet can tell us what he is, and I'll update the video whenever we know. Sorry, I'm popping my nails. I'm popping my knuckles. I'm a little out of breath because I'm just talking really fast. So it was just weird, and whenever we saw him, he was very tiny. In the pictures, he looked very big, and I figured because he's 8 weeks old, he would be bigger. And whenever he was in her arms, he was shivering and shaking, and he was very tiny. And whenever we put him on the ground, he was very tiny. And I thought it was just like my mind playing tricks on me, like, oh, because we have a bigger Chihuahua and we have an applehead ear-legged Chihuahua, he's just a puppy, so he's just like tiny. But we had asked her like, oh yeah, like, hey, what's his birthday? And she said, oh, January 31st. Like, they were born on January 31st. And at first we were like, okay, cool, like, thanks. And she was like, okay, I gotta go now, so thanks for the 150, like, enjoy your dog, like, bye. And she kind of just left, like, really abruptly, like, just shoot out, which was weird. And then he was really scared at first, and then whenever he got with my sister, he got attached. He's attached to my sister. Like, every time my sister puts him down, he will whine. And speaking of whining, that's one of the major things that's sketchy about this whole situation is he's not 8 weeks old. 8 weeks old. He is not an 8-week-old puppy. He is probably 4 to 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. Just because he's still drinking puppy milk replacement. He is not weaned off his mother's milk. Now the thing is, whenever she had dropped off the puppy and given the puppy to us, she said he was eating solid food and he was puppy pad trained. He was peeing on the pad and he was eating solid food. He was not drinking any milk or anything. The first thing we noticed right away was that he was whining constantly. Anytime he wouldn't get like warm or he didn't know what he wanted, he would just whine. And of course, puppies are gonna do that. I mean, kind of any dogs are really gonna do that. But it was just constantly. And whenever we first saw him, you could see his ribs. I might insert a picture of what he looks like, what he looked like the very first day we saw him. And we didn't really come to the terms with the fact that he might not be 8 weeks old until late that night, whenever my grandma was thinking like maybe we should try to feed him something else besides solid food, because he just kept on whining. He would not stop whining. So we found some evaporated milk in our cupboards, and we mixed it up or whatever, and we fed it to him, and he slopped it down. We didn't even have to use one of those, like, I'll insert a picture, I forgot what they're called, but we literally put it in like a little mug, and he stuck his whole head in and he just slopped it down. And that's how you know he was starving. He wanted milk. He was not weaned off his mother's milk. He may have been eating solid food, but he was definitely not completely off of his mom's milk. So we know for sure he's not 8 weeks old. And definitely because if you look at a calendar, January 31st was 10 or 11 weeks ago, and the 2nd to 3rd week of February was 8 weeks ago. We should have gotten him when he was 8 weeks old, not 4 to 5 weeks, and I regret that that lady did what she did. I'm assuming his mother kicked him off of her body just because he's very aggressive whenever he eats or whenever he plays with his toys. He has really sharp teeth because he is a puppy, and it's just not something a mom wants to deal with, I'm assuming. So that's probably what happened. But we've been feeding him milk replacement, and he does eat some solid food, so we're slowly weaning him off, and he's doing very well. He's teething right now, so that's good. I'm gonna go see if I can find him and give you guys some. This is Osiris. Say hi, Osiris. He was very playful, but now I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing, buddy? So I'm gonna hold him up. Right now, you can definitely see he's not skinny anymore. He is a chunky little butt, and he is tiny. He's definitely a 4 to 5 week old puppy, and if you look at him, he looks like a Chihuahua from the front. He really does. He looks like a Chihuahua from the front, but it's just, oh yeah, you want Maya? You want your mommy? No. What? Very whiny. Yeah. Yeah. You wanna go see your mommy? You wanna go see your mommy? What? What? Are you gonna bite me? Are you gonna bite me? Can you say bye-bye? Okay, so now I'm going to insert a few videos and pictures and just hope you guys enjoy the puppy that we've had. We got him Wednesday, so we've had him for a few days, and he's definitely a very, very happy puppy. He's definitely highlighted a lot of things, and I'm going to be sad when I do leave in June. And I'm gonna be sad when I can't see him all the time because I am moving out. That vlog is coming soon. My 18th birthday. Keep an eye out. I just hope you guys really enjoyed. I'll keep you updated on what the vet says and everything else. And I'll probably make an update video, if anything. And I just hope you guys really enjoy. And thank you so much for watching. And enjoy the montage I'm going to give you. Why did I just do that? Thank you for watching.
Yeah, no, we're going to the pet store today, right?
Oh look! Oh look! Oh look! Oh look! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Huh? Huh? Ow! 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 Do not bite me! That you have a chew toy for? No, that's my thumb, not the chew toy. That is my thumb, not the chew toy. Hey, here, eat the chew toy. Eat the chew toy. See, you have a chew toy? Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Oh, good boy. He's gonna try to bark.